Welcome in, guys. How was everyone's day? Hey, Tom and Cookie. What's good? Hope your Monday was good, guys. Went by quick for us. Day was just ripping by. It's good to be home, though. I'm excited to make some zuppa tonight with everyone. Can they not stop breaking shit? Tom, it's funny you say that because my parents were saying that their notifications aren't working for when I go live either. So something's going on for sure. I was like, I haven't changed anything. Oh, amazing, Cookie. 4 more days until vacay through to the end of the year. I can't believe it's already the 9th of December. Where is this month gone? Nuts. So yes, I am going to try and throw in a couple like holiday related things into the upcoming weeks to get us ready for Christmas. Email notifications are jacked unless you turn off Smart Notify. Okay, good to know. I will keep that in mind. All right, so we made an amazing prime rib in the rotisserie yesterday on stream. Seriously, it was so good. I have nothing bad to say about the Ronco. I don't know. It's an amazing little machine. Let's just say that. Really happy that I attempted that as well because, I mean, it's a really expensive piece of meat. So if you mess it up, that's a big waste. There's a big potential for waste there. So your risk is higher when you're cooking more expensive food. Yeah, Ron Popule had some nice stuff. Exactly. So leftovers today, we have all of the bones. I even found a little T-bone that I had sitting in the freezer as well. So we will start by making a broth. We're not gonna make a stock because it's not gonna be a long cook. So it's just gonna be a broth with us trying to get as much kind of collagen and meat off of those beef bones. Basically all the flavor that we can get out of them within, maybe half an hour. We'll do a really quick little broth, get it simmering away there, and then we'll strain it. We will cut up some really nice cubes of the prime rib meat. Yeah, representing team bonin'. So good. You watched his food dehydrator infomercial like 30 times. So good, or so good, Tom. So good. Okay, so that's our first thing today. As you can see on the cutting board, very basic soup ingredients. So starting with mirepoix, onion, celery, carrot. Garlic is always a good idea for soup. We had a little jalapeno kicking around, so I thought maybe we can spice up our life. Fresh herbs, always a great idea to add into soup, especially when it has beef, because beef usually just feels heavier, so it's nice to lighten this up with some herbs. We have parsley, tarragon, green onion, probably get some more of the thyme and rosemary from outside as well. And then for beef and barley, I always like to add a can of diced tomatoes to it. I think it adds like a nice kind of sweetness and acidity. And then obviously our barley. So that's it, guys. Very simple. Up to you if you want to add like wine into it. I mean, wine's not really something you should be adding into soup, but I think it would make it taste really good. The hair in a can. That is very fortunate, Tom. That is very fortunate. Okay, and then before we start, laundry machine's gonna explode. We're taking off. I have a recipe posted on our recipe command. So from Serious Eats, it is their beef and barley soup recipe. And then I'm gonna read a quick little article. It says, for the best beef and barley soup, treat it like a stew, which makes total sense. You wanna be really gentle with the beef. I mean, in our case, the beef's already been cooked, so we know it's tender. But if you are doing a beef and barley soup with raw beef, You definitely want to treat it like a stew so you don't make your meat tough. Yeah, a good soup, especially in the winter time. I mean, I always make extra soup so that I can eat it throughout the week, either for lunch or a quick little heat up for dinner if you feel like you're busy that day. All right, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. A soup like beef and barley is almost exactly the same thing as a beef stew, only wetter. So nearly all the questions that come up about how to make a great version of such a soup, how to ensure the beef is juicy and tender, how to make it flavorful, how long to cook it, are the same for beef stew, and thus, so are the answers. We've gone pretty deep on beef stew before, but I'll recap the main points here while discussing a beef and barley soup recipe, with links to articles that explore those main points more fully. So, choosing the right beef. Beef cooked into a soup faces the same challenge as beef cooked into a stew. We want to cook it long enough that its flavor can infuse the surrounding liquid, making a soup that tastes truly beefy, but we don't want the beef drying out or becoming tough in the process. That means going for collagen-rich cuts. Tom, you think New England clam chowder is your favorite cold weather soup? Yeah, even though you're from Texas, hey? I mean, New England clam chowder, that's a really heavy soup, depending on who's making it. But I've had clam chowder so thick that you can't even pour it. So, kind of depends on what you're having. Definitely a stick to your bones recipe. Nike! Welcome in, man. How's it going, Nike? I have some very good news for you. I know you missed the stream yesterday, but somebody was very generous. That person's name is Norge's store. So Norge's visited us yesterday. He's back home. He's done for fishing for this season. And you know what, Nike? With the contest we have going on to win the apron, bum-ba-da-na, Norge's gifted 50 subs to the channel yesterday. This is nothing new, by the way. And he didn't want his name in the draw, Nike, so he said put all of the entries, which is actually 100 entries, because every time you gift a sub, you get 2. He said, put Nike's name on all the entries. Thanks. So I said, okay. And so, Nike, here we are, man. All of the blue you see in here is you. And that's only about half. I didn't even finish writing out the rest of the stack yesterday. So there's still more blue to be added with your name. Amazing. Randy, thank you for the 2-month resub. How are you doing today, man? You know what that means as well. Another entry into the apron giveaway. Yeah, I didn't know what to say either. Yesterday was an amazing stream. Everyone's going nuts over this thing, but for good reason. I mean, it's a beautiful apron. Thank you, Tom, for the 100 biddies as well. All right, Randy, let's get you in there. Get you in that jar. You feel bad you've won 2 of Happy Chef's giveaways, you won't enter for any more. Like, you mean for any more of ours or for Happy Chef's? And plus, why would you feel bad? Unless the giveaway is rigged. I mean, the way I do mine is they're all left up to luck. So if you win, well, then you're just a lucky guy. You got 2 aprons? What? Oh, Nike. Yeah, I was speechless yesterday on stream. Believe me. You're working 2 jobs. Well, I hope they're going good, man. I mean, I think I speak for most of us in saying that we've been there. I mean, we've done it, so we feel ya. Sometimes you gotta be busy and take care of yourself. You have enough credits in his channel to enter max tickets? Yeah, for life. You're crazy, man. That's impressive, Tom. It's GameStop and AMC theaters. You get to screen the new Star Wars for free. Very cool. That sounds really fun, Nike. You found something you enjoy. $9 million? All right, so back to how to make the best beef and barley soup. So we ended by saying that we want collagen-rich cuts of beef. So collagen is the tough connective tissue you find in well-used muscle groups. The tender cuts of beef that we typically reserve for quick cooking applications like the tenderloin, strip loin, ribeye, hanger, etc. are low in collagen. Extended cooking will dry them out. So especially because our prime rib is already cooked today, we're not gonna try and like make it fall apart, because really it would just fall apart and be really dry and stringy. The only thing we are gonna get a lot of flavor from though today is the bones. So we should get, with some of the meat that's surrounding the bones, there should be some good collagen in there still. Oh no. I think it's just points. There it is. So collagen-rich cuts like beef chuck and short rib are tough when cooked for a brief period of time, but then they tenderize with low, slow cooking. The collagen breaks down and converts into gelatin, which gives the meat moistness even as water is cooked out of the muscle fiber. So collagen kind of surrounds the meat and keeps it really moist. Holy, what? Nike 2G with the $20 tip too? What? That's 4 more entries for you, dude. So every $5 donated, you get 4 more. This guy is going all in. Boom. That's amazing, dude. Thank you so much. I just want to let you know that like any donations and bits and anything that's being put towards this contest is going to be put back into the stream. We want to get a couple of new lights in here. Maybe get Sam his own microphone for the future. We like to do our upgrades at the beginning of a new stream year so that we can enjoy it throughout the entire year. Thank you very much, Cookie, as well for the 2,000 bits. You guys are nuts. We might have to get Sammy to write some names. Otherwise, I'm never gonna get soup started and Sam's gonna get hungry. Nike, 5.5 pounds so far? High five, man. That's so good. You gotta be feeling good by now. How's it going, Vune? Good to see you today.
Yeah!
Vune! Starting the stream by writing some Post-its. Did everyone have a good day today? Did it fly by like ours did? Meant to be Spice, welcome back. Scaramouche, Silent Spartan. Hi guys. Love you too, man. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Okay, one more to write out for cookie. And then I think we're gonna start cooking. Yeah, what leftovers? There shouldn't be any leftovers, hey Scaramouche? It's like, there's leftovers from last night, there's something wrong. Believe me, we didn't even make a dent. We cooked for, there was way more food for 2 people. Insane. Is it bad that you want to make lasagna at 2:24 in the morning? I mean, it's not bad. It's kind of silly in my mind. But this is the best part about being an adult, View, is no one's there to tell you to not make the lasagna. So really, it's only bad if you think it's bad. Or that, Spartan. It's only bad if you don't share. Oh, if I had prime rib for breakfast this morning, I would not be going to work. Oh, that's a good one, Cookie. Yeah, the lasagna really will be better the next day. So why don't we all just start making lasagna in the middle of the night? And then it'll be perfect by dinner time. You've lost 12 pounds? You guys are nuts. Well done. I'm so proud of you. Graham's gonna kill his tongue on stream in a second. What is he doing? Okay, first, gotta get Graham's soup pot down. The one and only. We're gonna get this broth going right away. Man, this pot still smells beefy. Carolina Reaper cracker? The heck? The heck? All right, first bone in. Ha ha ha. This is from a T-bone that we had a while ago. Obviously, didn't want to waste that, so I put it in the freezer. Also, no comments about what that looks like. I'm gonna beat you guys to it. And then these though. Okay, there's definitely a good amount of collagen in there. Okay, that's all the trim. Yeah, that looks like a delicious cut of meat. So good. All right, let's turn this on. We'll go medium high to start. Get it ripping. And then, so, couple things going in here. Remember all the mushroomy juices that we saved from the lobster mushrooms yesterday on stream? Those are gonna go in the beef broth because that's gonna be really tasty and add like nice umami and earthiness. I pulled 2 more liters of beef stock from the freezer. And they might still be a touch frozen too. Yep. Wow, that's a little awkward. Just a touch frozen. Okay, we gotta combat this. And actually, best part about freezing it is just take the thing of fat right off the top. Scat! Soup making indeed. 20 months from Scat today, guys. Thanks so much, Scat, for 20 months at tier 2. This meat is for you. Very beefy. We got the beef boys. Gonna do that. That should thaw really quickly. It's not like frozen solid brick. It's already got like the icy kind of crystals where it's falling apart. So I am not worried about that. If we cover it, it'll also soft quicker. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then that should be a lovely pot of deliciousness. Yeah, frozen juice and hard meat? The heck? Beef stock, I don't season it. I never season it until I know what I'm gonna do with it. Because sometimes we put it with something that's already salty. That's a great question though. But, I mean, guideline is to never really season your beef broth or beef stock. I know that's hard to do because the stuff that you get from the store always has salt in it. And they have to do that to be able to preserve it properly. Crystal leaf flowers. You love them, Nike? That's a strong word. Do you know what that means? Okay, I also had this container in the fridge labeled terrible brisket juices. So that's definitely from like a roasted brisket. That's the last thing going in here. So at least that will add some liquid to the mix. So far, not very delicious looking. Am I right? We'll just put a lid on it. Pretend like we didn't see that. Nope. Okay. Now, in the meantime, let's cut up our veggies. I'm wrong? Oh, phew. Phew. Start with some onion. I saw that this guy decided to sprout, so I don't know what we'll get out of that guy, so I just brought an extra one just in case. You're Hodor? I'm Hodor. All right, so anytime we're making a soup that we're not gonna blend, I always like to cut the veggies just a little bit smaller and more delicate, so that we get a little bit in each bite. Looks like this onion's actually not too bad. So I think we'll just stick with that one. Well, I thought it would be kind of weird on the inside because it was starting to sprout. And sometimes it goes like rotten when it does that around the sprout, but obviously it's not been sprouting for too long, so we're okay. Oh no, I'm not okay though. The onion's fine. If you don't chop the top of the onion, okay, we need to test this next time, Nike. 'cause it's too late. All right, so following the curve of the onion with our knife, as well as just following the natural lines in it, if we can see them. There we go. And let's go for around 1/2 inch size pieces. It burns. Who's made beef and barley soup before? You have, Silent Spartan. Is it something that's in your repertoire? Oh no. I have, but not actually. Just Josh and me, hey? Legit cannot see. Oh goodness. All right, now onto the celery. I always just trim up the top and the bottom first and then give them a little rinse to get any dirt off of it. Hey, Elrad. Yeah, what a crybaby. Oh gosh. Armored, the last time I cut myself on a kitchen knife. Oh, I know when. This one. I don't know if you'll be able to see. We'll switch. That one. It should focus. Like the scar right there. Oh, wow. Literal tears streaming down. Yeah, very emotional conversation right now. This actually wasn't a cut from me like chopping something. I was cutting chives outside with this knife, by the way. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't throw that knife out. And it was raining, and the steps in the garden when I was still working at the restaurant were wood, and they weren't secured to where they were supposed to be. So I stepped on this step, and it like flipped up, and I was holding my knife in one hand and walking up with the other, and I just like sliced down my pinky. Not good. So that was in July, I think. Basically right before I left or stopped working. I never got stitches in it. Should have, probably, but I still have full movement. It's a little bit like a creaky joint in there, but the scarring has actually healed quite nice. Yeah, it was this finger. But to be honest, I don't remember the last time I cut myself while cutting things. Usually cut yourself on like dumb things in the kitchen. Like something metal on the counter. Like a little metal barb of sorts. But usually not with a knife. It's weird. The barley is new to you. It reminds you of Italian wedding soup. Kind of, right? You got yourself good on Sunday, slicing a potato of all things. It stuck and then slipped along your finger. Oh, pretty deep. Are you okay? Just trim off any blemishes from the celery. Okay, we're good to go. So now we can cut this down a little bit shorter so it's easier to work with. Let's go into thirds. Honestly, I'm just using barley because this is a soup that my mom always used to make when we had leftover beefy things in the house. It's a pretty popular soup. But like, if you didn't want to use barley, potato would be really good in it as well. You're all good, Armored? Okay. Had to put on a surgical glove to keep the bandage in place. Well, yeah, sharp knife, clean cut. It could be worse, right? It'll heal fast. Good. Yeah, it's always scary when you cut yourself because then you go back to cooking just like a little bit more weary of what you do. Okay, I'm gonna pop and get a Kleenex quickly because my nose is running now from those onions. I will be back in like 30 seconds. Back, I can breathe again. Bojack, your mom uses barley in her veggie stone soups also. Yeah. You cursed, Armored? Yeah. I mean, you can't really help your reaction, right? Okay, cut this celery close to the size that we cut the onion, and then that can go in the same bowl as the onion. All of the mirepoix is gonna go together and we'll saute it at the same time. This is the base for this soup. So this is where we build most of our flavor. It's rather earthy then. Yeah, barley is like pretty earthy. It's like a chewy grain. I mean, just think of it that way, but it doesn't have like a really strong flavor when it's in the beef soup. I mean, really, the strongest flavor in the beef soup is the beef. So that's what you should taste the most. And then we're just adding veggies for sweetness. And barley is really just a filler in my mind. Yeah, I love pho. I might feel a little craving coming on soon. We have a pretty good Vietnamese spot here. It's called Saigon Charcoal Grill, but I've been getting the vermicelli lately. I think it's time for soup. Yeah, barley in beer. I mean, most recipes, you have to have it when you're brewing. Vune. I'm fine, guys. Okay, let's see this.
Oh, no, sorry. What's your name?
He's in the freezer. Dying. He can't even focus on what he's doing, Vune. Yeah, he literally died a little. Okay, next thing in the mirepoix, last piece, is our carrots. Where's the peeler at? Oh no! We gotta wash it! Oh man. I think it's just pointless for me to do the challenges with hot peppers because I wouldn't even be able to talk. I'd just be hiccuping so much. So for me, that would almost be a waste. I mean, probably be really entertaining for you guys. But it is really hard. Okay, just taking a quick peek at what's going on here. See, guys? See? It was just a little bit frozen. Everything has melted into this pot, and I think we have to add some water so that we can cover all the bones. I just didn't want to add too much water at first and make it too watery. Trust. That's gonna be good. Still want to bring that up to a simmer though. Yeah, trust but verify. I don't think I drank enough water today. I'm gonna chug some right now. The Bean Boozled? That would be fun. Are people like settling down now with all the bean boozling things? That maybe I can do it one day. Okay, let's peel our carrot. Would I say I have a really sensitive palate and that's why hot pepper are not advisable? I think you're right. Because even from a young age, I mean, my parents always laughed at me because I would always, whatever I ate, I would always smell it first. It doesn't matter what it is. If I already knew what it smelled like, I would always smell it. So maybe I do have a really sensitive palate. I'm definitely really good at like knowing flavors and stuff like that, so you're probably right. But the thing is I really like spicy food. It just doesn't like me, and I don't know why I get the hiccups. And I know I'm not alone in this. That's all I can really say, is I'm not the only person that gets hiccups when they eat spicy food. And it's not even all peppers. Because what did I have? Was it scorpion, Sam, or something else? So I had scorpion hot sauce, and that did nothing to me. And that's like a really hot sauce. I don't know. Scat, you're waiting until after Christmas to buy a knife. Do you have your eye on something? Have I done Chubby Bunny? No. To be honest, guys, I like to just cook with you. Hunger Service even does Chubby Bunny? What? He looks so cute. Aw, LA as a Chubby Bunny. I've only ever seen Claire do it. Yeah, I've never done that kind of stuff on the stream. I don't know. I just like to cook and teach you guys. You would like a nice knife block. Can make that though to save money. Yeah. Make your own knife block and then fill it up. I like where you're going, Scat. Would I consider being a guest on Hot Ones? Yeah. Heck yeah. The show is hilarious to watch. I've seen the Alton Brown one. Gordon Ramsay was on it as well. Oh, I never saw Brad Leone do it. Yeah, I'm sure that was funny. You had hiccups after taking a big portion of the newest last dab. See? I'm not alone. Yes. And that was the only time you've had it from hot sauce. Yeah, Sam had them the other day as well from hot sauce. And I was like, this is a first from you. Okay, good amount of mirepoix for our soup. Nice and healthy. So there's our mirepoix, carrot, celery, and onion, all cut to around the same size. We'll just put this over here by the soup pot. All right, we are coming up to a simmer finally. Just gonna take the lid off so we don't cook over, because that's just the worst. And then garlic and jalapeno can go together. Yeah, we're spicing this up a little bit. Getting spicy. Elephant garlic, guys. So a little bit more sweet and mild, even though it's massive. Hey Dust, how's it going? Hey Mama. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that was a really fun stream yesterday. Thanks guys to everyone that was involved. It was crazy. It is seriously the biggest. Ready, Dust? I'll grab an entire head for you and show you. Elephant garlic. And it's really yummy. And we actually only paid $5.99 for this. Massive. The drink channel points is not an alcoholic beverage unless I already have it out, but it's meant to like keep me hydrated. Sometimes I just get carried away cooking and forget. It is really yummy, elephant garlic. Like I said, it's not as strong. It's nice and sweet. I think we're gonna slice it like this, and then maybe cut it into thirds, and then just do nice thin slices of it. You get like a nice little bite of garlic. Rather than mincing it up. Oh, wow, we're winning? Oh, no, except Tom. Tom is losing his bones so that Omdog and Cookie can win him. Oh no, we broke it. Yeah, okay. All right then. Casino's closed. Must be a cooldown. Yeah, bank is bust. Holy. Yeah, Sammy's cheating. Tom, don't do it. Today is not your day, man. Whoa, Vune. Yeah, you won? Something's gotta be off.
Rigged.
Cookie. I don't know, Tom.
I'm going to Vegas.
Sam's going to Vegas. Oh no. Tom's gonna lose it. Yeah. Call him out, Spartan. You hear his giggles in the background. I don't know what he's doing. I'm taking the seeds and stuff out of the jalapeno. I don't want a ton of spice in this soup. Still want the beef to shine. But I think it will be nice, just a little bit of this. Oh, look at this. We're up. Okay, so all of this stuff that is gathering on the top, that's called the scum. And so we're gonna have to skim that scum. But we're gonna wait a little bit. So now that it has basically come up to a boil, we wanna turn it down to a simmer. Gently get all of the flavor out of the bones that are in here. And the scum that's on top of the broth is just all of the impurities that have been drawn out from the meat and the bones. So there's no flavor there. Yeah, the scum of the earth. Broth from bones, yep. And then the scraps we will chop up into nice little cubes and add that to the soup. Yeah, our house has smelled like beef for like the past 24 hours. Okay, finish up these jalapenos, and then we can start chopping our herbs. The jalapenos can go with the garlic. Really juicy jalapeno. Like, could feel it splashing up, but it didn't get in my eyes. Definitely want to wash our hands now after touching spicy things. All right, so once the broth has been strained, then we're gonna start sauteing our mirepoix. Probably gonna take us around 10 minutes because we wanna develop our flavor there, which means we have to get some color onto the vegetables and caramelize some of the sugars. So 10 minutes for that, and then we can add our garlic and jalapeno. These things are more delicate, maybe a little bit more sugar, so we don't want them to burn when we add them to the pot. So that's why we just add it a little bit after the mirepoix. And then we'll let that go. Get everything beautiful, golden brown color. We can add canned tomatoes to the mix as well. Let's open that up and get it ready. This is no salt in the canned tomatoes too. You wish your house smelled like beef. Well, all you have to do, Tom, is make a roast. Oinker Bob. Your house smells like beef right now? Must be a Team Bonin thing. Tom, you didn't get the beef memo? This can opener, it's pretty good. It works better than some other ones that are the same design. Little star frit guy, where you open it and then you clamp it like that around the can and just twist it. Works awesome. Okay, our herbs. So gonna throw in a little bit of scallions to the mix. You need to get your meat train emote on the channel. Keep forgetting to set it. Yeah, come on. Yeah, the metal ones are so good though, Tom. We got meat heart. Oh, you broke the old school one on cam. R.I.P. They don't make them like they used to. We know this. Most kitchen stuff these days that they make, it's like, how can we build this so that it's going to break within a year and they have to buy a new one? How do we build this so it's not good quality? Yes, cat. You've only used electric can openers your whole life? This is amazing. What a life to live. Let me tell you. Actually, I can't because I wouldn't know. The fuck? I am hearing about this one chip challenge. What is this chip? Like it's a chip that you buy from the store? Pot metal? Yeah, I had better success with the manual one, so Spartan's a little bit jealous. Oh, he made it himself. So he was really asking for this pain then. Covered in Carolina Reaper dust? How did they make this dust? Did they blend it? I can't imagine. Like blending peppers is one of the hardest things to do. Because once you open the blender and like release, whether it's like vapor or powder, it'll choke you. I mean, even just roasting jalapenos in a restaurant will choke you when you take them out of the oven. It's like, why am I coughing? I can't breathe. In a spice grinder. Oh man. Yeah, dried peppers are awesome, Tom. I mean, I dried mine without even using a dehydrator. I just left them in a cardboard box to take the moisture out of them, and they dried within a couple weeks. Spartan! Thank you so much, Spartan, for gifting the sub to Daff. You know what that means. That's 2 entries for you into the apron giveaway. Yeah, hello, Daff. Welcome in. You got a sub. One.
Yeah, drink twice.
Two. And we're drinking? Oh my gosh. Drinks? I'll chug like half of this. I needed that, thank you. Yeah, you think it's water, but really, it's vodka. It's really why my eyes are watering. Can confirm, Oinker Bob. One time he roasted habaneros for a sauce. Your dad came out in the kitchen. What? Okay, I got some tarragon here that I'm picking off of the stem. I thought this would be a nice herb to add into this soup. What you cooking, son? He looked right into the pan and had to jump in the shower. Oh no! Yeah, we would roast the jalapenos in like a forno oven. So like a wood-fired oven, so it was open. Just in like a big tray, so like one big sheet tray, basically the size of my big cutting board here. And then take them out, and just people walking through the kitchen at that time would just like start hacking up a lung. It's like, I'm sorry. Don't breathe when you walk through the kitchen. Gosh. Prime rib was so good, Daff. It actually turned out really well in the Ronco. Like better than I thought it would. And we're still working on the leftovers. Obviously we're making some soup with it, and then we had some for lunch today. It was so yummy. And then I think we still have one more container packed for lunch. Just like a simple little roast beef din. Worth it. Have not had a meal like that in a while. It's been too long. All right, my nemesis, curly parsley. That's why it's getting chopped up. I'm like, I need to get this out of the fridge. So it's gonna go in some soup. Yeah, this is my one nemesis for an ingredient. Not really friends. I've never enjoyed chopping parsley. Forest girl, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope your day is going well. Great, I'm gonna go grab some rosemary and thyme as well. And then let's check on our broth that's simmering away on the stovetop. Because we have prepped all of the things that we need for the soup. So all of our mise en place is done. Everything is in its place. And now all we have to do is cook. I can chop up the beef for the soup when we're cooking the mirepoix. That'll give us something to do while we're waiting. Hey, cooking girl. Okay, the prime rib turned out really well yesterday. I think it took just around 2 hours, and it was around 10 pounds, I believe, when we put it into the rotisserie. So 2 hours for a 10-pound piece of meat. It cooked really nice. We rested it for an hour, and it came out to a nice medium. Made some good gravy from the drippings. It was just lovely. I wish there was more of you around to taste it. That's all I can say. Papa Hustle. Yeah, I think he loves it. I mean, he can cook just as good as I can. He just doesn't like being on camera.
That's not true.
If this was him, he would just be cooking and not talking to you guys. Let's just put it that way. He would just be here to cook, and that's that. Mind you, he does love teaching people how to cook as well, but I think more in person than anything. Thanks, Dust. It was fun to watch it rotate all day. It was really fun. Okay, I'll be right back. Just going outside to get some herbs. It does smell good in here. Guys, we're right. Yes, we'll allow this. Living under the doormat. Okay, I got some rosemary and some thyme. Yeah, as you can tell though, is we're getting near the end of this season for the fresh herbs outside, as they kind of go dormant here in the winter. When it just gets too cold and it's not sunny enough. And they're in way too big of a pot for me to bring inside and babysit them. Good night, Scat. Thank you very much for the resub today. I hope you're doing well. And I won't be on until Friday again, so I hope you have a wonderful week. Lydia, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You miss your herb garden. What happened? Did you have to move away from it? We just have to pick all the herbs off the stem because the stems are really tough. We don't want that in our soup. It's like very woody. No one likes eating wood in soup. At least I don't think so. Ooh, hot caramel. Be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, hot caramel, amazing. Okay, yeah, it died. It's too cold now. Fair enough. I know, that's always a sad thing when your plants are starting to die. It's like, I'm not ready. Not ready for this. We grow a lot of herbs in the summer. I try and grow like a nice variety of almost everything that you can buy in store. One that I do have to source though for next year is some tarragon. That's something that I've been using a lot lately and I really like it. Okay, that's a nice container of fresh herbs. That's almost a cup. So thyme, rosemary, parsley, tarragon, and scallion. You usually kill them from over harvesting. Well, it's better, I guess, to kill them from over harvesting than to let it just sit there unused and die. Okay, all of the chopping minus the meat is done. Let's check our beef broth to see what's happening over on the stove top. Maybe it's time to strain. That's what I'm hoping for. Just give it a taste. And we'll skim our scum. Yeah, roast chicken with tarragon. Really good. I mean, tarragon is really nice with meat and mushrooms. That is super good. I think I kind of taste the mushroom broth that we put in as well. All right, so to skim the scum, just go around the edge and it should collect in your ladle. And then that should leave you with a really nice, clear broth. Come to me. Scum to me.
Come to you.
Where's Annie? He would have loved that one. All right, straining. We got our pot to strain the broth into, and then a nice fine mesh strainer so we get a really nice clear broth. Really nice color. That's a full pot of broth. Okay, take that out. I'm gonna put the bones into there, I think. Because we're gonna reuse the same pot to continue making this soup. And obviously I can't pull any meat off of the bones until they're cooled down just a bit more. Yum. Yep, we got some good flavor out of there for sure. See, now, Cookie, that we've cooked this a little bit and some of the salts come off, now would be a good little snack for Doggo, I think. She would enjoy that. Just gonna rinse this out, give it a little wipe, and then we can start sauteing our veg. So by this time, after all the soups that we've made together so far this year, you can tell that kind of the basic soup process is all the same. You kind of use the same ingredients for the base. And then you add whatever you want, whether it's chicken, beef, vegetables, to make it your own. Yeah, your little niece, Poshers. Nike, we started giving her some CBD oil for her arthritis, but she is allergic to one of the oils they're using in it. So we had to stop. Took her about a week to like build it up, and then she got like an ear infection. So we're like, guess we can't do that. Okay, back on the stove. We can just put this on the stove as well. So we're gonna need that to pour into the pot. So I always like to start my soups with olive oil with the vegetables. Just enough to coat the bottom of the pot. Ooh, one other thing I'm gonna put in here, a couple of bay leaves. That's an important one. Yeah, poor baby. Sam. Look at this, guys. And look at this guy. Yeah, this guy. The first redeemed meal request. Char suey pork. Have I made this for you already, Salmon?
Yeah, we didn't do it on the grill though properly.
Oh. Okay, I'm in.
Marinated overnight, not like the 2-hour marinade.
Yeah, you greedy bastard. Okay, first one. Challenge accepted. Sammy beat you. I'm not surprised by this cookie. He's always up to no good. Ooh, yeah, we can do tomato paste. Let's first pour our veggies in here. So our oil is hot. We don't want to burn it because then it'll taste bitter. Forgot to add the tomato paste, but I do have a can of tomatoes I was gonna add to it. Amazing. Tom, you're paying it forward. The gifted sub you got from Matt, you're giving to Silent Spartan. Thanks so much. Do you guys just like exchange subscriptions together today. 5 months, Spartan. We're almost a half a year together. And Tom, that's 1 entry into the giveaway for you. Sooty Bean, need a drink again? Thank you. Yeah, see you guys, my mom always just adds diced tomatoes, not paste. But the answer to that question is yes. We would add the tomato paste to the vegetables when they're sauteing at the end. Because sometimes tomato paste can get this like uncooked tomato flavor, and that's not what we want in the soup. So we need to cook it a little bit with the vegetables and then bring it up all together in the soup. Yeah, wow, that girl's drank a lot of vodka tonight already. Nice sizzle action here. That's what we want. And we'll just add a pinch of salt to the vegetables as they're cooking, so they get a little bit of seasoning. But honestly, guys, the stock is pretty nicely seasoned, so we're gonna be delicate with salt. A little bit here and there. Yeah, Norges, sweetest person you've ever met. The only one that beats him is your wifey. The waifu. Probably not cooking it long enough, mint to be spiced. But I mean, the tomatoes are gonna simmer as the barley is cooking. So let's say around half an hour-ish. I think that'll be okay because they're already cooked before they're in the can. It's not as strong of a tomato flavor as the paste is. No, we're just joking, Sooty Bean. It's not actually vodka, it's just water. Please don't make me do that. Just don't do it, guys. I don't think that's allowed on Twitch. As far as I've always been told, you can't do incentives for drinking. Might be against TOS. That dang old mirepoix. Big time, big boy. All right. Let's get this beef going. A lot of moisture coming out of this. I have to turn my fan on to high. I have also seen a lot of people drink on Twitch, but I am just choosing to not risk it. Every now and then, we bring some alcoholic beverages out, but we've never done a drinking stream because, well, that's just not like us. I try to stay pretty professional here. What is that from, Nike? Is that an Eminem song? Yeah, I'll cook, you guys can drink, Torino. How's it going, man? Yeah, executive decision. M&M's, delicious. Oh no, yeah, Eminem tweeted, he's trending. Now trending on Twitter. All right, medium-high heat is what we want for our veggies. Torino, you're getting in an argument with a guy that thinks he's hitting the weights like he's doing it good for his muscles. What is he doing wrong? He has no clue. Ah. Okay, just starting to get some browning action back there. We have had the smell-o-vision conversation quite a few times on stream before. And we always conclude that maybe it's not the best thing. Because what if Sammy tooted and then walked away?
Just right to that, eh?
You might get some smells that you don't want. It's not like a choose your own smell-o-vision. You're gonna get everything. It's like, wow, it did smell beefy, but now it smells a little eggy. I don't know what's happening. What the heck? Okay, what muscle is he working? Are you playing me right now?
Probably just biceps.
Yeah. Just do bicep curls. I can hear this sizzling like crazy back here. Let's give it a stir. Okay, we're gonna turn down the heat now that we have cooked out the moisture. A little bit more gentle. Go down to medium. And actually, I think we're gonna add the garlic and jalapeno at this point in time. The vegetables look like they're about halfway through the browning process. Jalapeno smells so fruity. Pecs and maybe biceps. Okay, you tell him, Torino. You keep telling him, because you're right.
We just do push-ups then.
Yeah, why not just do push-ups? Some people. Sudi, a part of you hates watching food stuff because there has to be some of the food that looks amazing but tastes like crap. I can assure you that the food I cook doesn't just look nice, but it also tastes delicious. This is why we are here together. I cannot promise you anything that happens on Food Network, etc. But I think that might be a spot where maybe the food looks good but doesn't taste as good as it looks. Yeah, dirty job, smell-o-vision, that's a nope. That's a no-no. I used to love watching that show. Oof, Maron. Oh yes, big time. You just know what to say. Yeah, so you're not mixing Elmer's glue with your cheese to make your pizza look really stringy? Is that what they do? Oh my goodness. Torino. Yeah, watching us eat and not share. The worst. We're almost there. I don't want to leave this view until we have liquids in the pot and barley. There's another new Ghostbusters coming out? Torino. The pot, I'm pretty sure, is older than me. It's from my Baba. It's my Baba's pot. She gave it to my mom, and then my mom gave it to me. Oh, you watched a video, Sooty Bean? Yeah, the tricks of making food look more delicious and presentable. That's the worst. They're out here fooling us. How have we not, let me ask you this, guys. How have we not caught on to like fast food restaurants? Like McDonald's. They have their menu posted on a TV in the restaurant with photos of how the food should look. Do the burgers come out looking like how they do on the menu when you're ordering? No, they don't. So why, as consumers, have we not gone up to the counter and been like, this is not what the picture looks like? Because they're not going to give us anything for it. Yeah, by the time you get it, it's just like, I don't care. Exactly. You've done it, Torino, right? And they laugh at you. Like, what is this? That's blatant false advertising. Okay, guys, I'm going in for our herbs now. So, thyme, rosemary, parsley, tarragon, scallion, and bay leaf. Just like to saute it with the vegetables. Bring out some of the essential oils that are in the herbs. And yeah, it should get really fragrant as soon as it starts heating up. Wow. All right, now our canned tomato. I always like to get them diced so you don't have to process them any further. And then they'll break down a little bit as they cook. Okay, now all we have to do is add our broth. Did I just drip down the entire side of the pot? Probably. Don't know if I'm gonna add all of that. Oh, it didn't actually drip. Yes. That is dark now. Very beefy. Okay, turning that up. As soon as it comes back up to a simmer, I'm gonna measure out our barley. What should I add, guys? A cup? A cup of barley? Or will that be too much? Okay, what's happening? I am not even reading that. Don't read it. Okay, perfect. Thanks for the heads up. All right. Check that out. We got the beef, boys. Okay, so we got a couple pieces here that are sliced, and then we're gonna slice up maybe the rest of this. I might leave this center piece intact. And that's a pretty big piece of beef. I would maybe go just a little bit thinner. Like 3/4 of an inch thick. That way it's not too hard to eat with a spoon. Oh man, now that that's sat overnight, it looks even better. Probably gonna be one of the greatest beef and barley soups ever. Mids, yep, the way to go. Make a sandwich. Don't worry, there's still more in the fridge. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this centerpiece. It just looks too good. Nom. All the good fat, totally. Knife is dull. I'm probably just not using like a long enough knife for this. And I don't think I'm gonna leave all of this in. Don't wanna waste the meat though. And yeah, be picky about the pieces of meat that you're putting into your soup. You don't want to put any sinew or cartilage into here. That'll make it kind of weird to eat. You shouldn't be spitting anything out of your soup. Let's just put it that way. Okay, we're almost at a simmer back there. You were surprised how long it took me to take a bite? I mean, I did just have this for lunch today. So I'm quite satisfied. Sam and I had a funny conversation last night after we had dinner. It's like, would you rather eat roast prime rib or beef brisket for like all the time? I said I would probably get sick of the beef brisket and like the intense smoky flavor. But I don't know though. I was like, what if the brisket is just so satisfying that you really don't want anything else? Tough question, right? Brisket all day, Sudie Bean. Yeah, I feel like maybe you can do more with the prime rib. Because sometimes you don't always want like in your face smoke flavor, right? You still have some frozen Texas brisket? What are you gonna do with it, Cookie? Vune, you can't just come out of Lurk and then steal all the meat. Now what are we gonna eat? That's it, guys. Stream's over. Vune stole all the meat. You tripped him up. I'm gonna just leave this over here. We got too much meat. Maybe we do really need help with the meat. Oh, that's a good piece. You haven't had red meat in a long time, Vune? Are you cleansing? This is money. The rib cap. That's gonna be so good in here. Perfect. I didn't want you there anyways. Cartilage. It is so expensive. I mean, I would say we don't eat a ton of red meat as well. So it's definitely a treat. And yeah, kind of broke the bank on this one, but worth it. Worth it if you cook it properly. All right. Pot has come up to a very rapid boil. I'm not gonna add this full cup. Let's go like 3/4 cup of barley. Simmer that. Usually takes about anywhere from like 15 minutes to half an hour to cook it. Yeah, Vune, that's your thing, isn't it? Just make yourself a nice big steak during the holidays. When your board is full of meat. Yeah, right? Accidentally overcooking red meat. Sorry, Christmas dinner is not happening. R.I.P. meat. You can leave a little bit of fat on here, but not too much. Perfect. Nice little simmer again. Alternative meat, yeah, is even more expensive. Oh, a filet? Yeah, I don't remember the last time I've had a filet. I usually don't pick that to eat. Because, yeah, it's tender, but it doesn't have like a ton of flavor. Oh, I'm with you, Sudi. Yeah, I will always choose ribeye or strip loin over tenderloin. Christmas cards. I love Christmas cards. I never send them, but I love receiving them. I think I love receiving like any type of mail though. It's always exciting. Oh, I might have to eat that little nugget. Just look too good, guys. Even cold prime rib is delicious. Okay, sounds good, Vune. You go play that, Zelda. I'm making you too hungry. It has been quite some meaty streams the last couple days. Quite meaty. I think we are like actually almost at the amount of meat that we need in there. It's quite a bit already. Have a wonderful evening, Vune. Always great to see you. You know this. That's enough meat. Didn't think I was gonna say that, but that's enough meat. Okay, 30-second break for me, guys. I need you to babysit the soup, and then I'll be right back. Oh, hello there. Vune disappeared in a cloud of glitter and smoke? Okay, what happened on Leah's stream? Swearing really put her off in a cute way. She was shocked the whole time, as well as the racism and so on. It was hilarious. Thanks, Cookie. You just read that. I can tell you had a perfect cook on the prime rib. I'm so happy with how that turned out. I didn't really know how it was gonna cook in the Ronco, but gonna do that again for sure. Didn't have to dirty up the entire oven. Cooking girl. You made a homemade fermented sriracha this fall for gift giving. Just came up with an idea to give with it. Sweet and spicy sriracha nuts. Yeah, that's gonna be so good. Yeah, you got it right, Dust. That's enough meat for today. You know. Thank you, Acorn, for the follow. Welcome in. Give this a little stir. Make sure our barley's not sticking to the bottom. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. I just don't want the veggies to get overcooked at all. And we are almost there, friends. Okay, we can put our meat over by the soup. I think I need to see how this is tasting so far. Give me an idea of what's going on in that pot. Yeah, sweet and spicy nuts are so yummy to snack on. We got some really good flavors going on in there. Just a kiss of heat from the jalapeno. It's really nice, actually. I'm happy I added that. Definite sweetness from the carrot. And yeah, a lot of beefy flavor from those bones. I'm happy we did a quick little beef broth before we started the soup. And this barley wasn't labeled, so I'm hoping it was the pearl kind that cooks faster, because there's 2 different types of barley that you can buy. So hopefully it was the pearl. So it's gonna take forever to cook, Sammy? We'll see. You literally just ate Chef Boyardee from a can because that's all you have in the house. As you blue ball yourself watching this. It's okay. It's okay. Believe me, we do frozen pizzas sometimes. We all have those moments. I don't judge. But I do feel a little bit bad for you that you have to watch this. It was meant to be, Spartan. That's all I can say. Oh, I so remember being younger, taking a thermos full of Chef Boyardee to school for lunch. So good. But I don't know if they make it like they used to. I have not had it in many, many years. I think the texture, like the really soft texture of the pasta in the can, would throw me off now. Now that I maybe know a little bit better. Yeah, vodka on tap from the sink. This must be a Ukrainian household. Mmm. Barley actually gives a nice flavor to this soup. Brings it all together. Like a nuttiness almost. Just want to see how fast it's cooking. No, we're good. That'll be done in less than 10 minutes. If you were to add a wine to this, yeah, a nice red. So I usually cook with Cab Sauv. Don't go with anything too expensive or too cheap. I mean, my go-to here is Copper Moon. Pretty inexpensive wine. And I like cooking with a Cab Sauv. I feel like it kind of goes with everything. It's nice and balanced. Not too many tannins. And then for a white, Pinot Grigio, Jackson Triggs. I like to use my Canadian wineries for my cooking wine. And whatever you do, do not buy the stuff in the store that's labeled cooking wine, because they add all sorts of weird stuff to that. A lot of salt as well into it. Not gonna be what you're looking for. Please do not make that mistake. Okay, I'm thinking about 5 more minutes for that barley to simmer away in there, and then we can eat. Just putting this meat away. Keeping this meat cold. Exactly, Trino. Yeah, if you're not gonna drink it, don't cook with it. That's a great rule of thumb. Just cook this barley a touch more, and then we'll add our beef and then turn the pot down. We don't want the pot to like barely even simmer when we put the beef in, because then it can get really tough. We don't want to like cook all of that fat out of the beef that we spent so much time yesterday cooking properly. Oh, $26 Pinot. Let me see this. Iris Vineyards. "20 minutes southwest of Eugene, Oregon." I believe we drove by here. I'm pretty sure we drove by here. Yeah, drinking wine while you're eating dinner is quite a nice experience. Trina, you're gonna make your soups in January. The meat prices should drop a bit. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, they're probably raising up the prices a little bit before Christmas, hey? Okay, one more barley test. Just a little bit of chew left. Almost there. Oh, also, one little note from the Serious Eats guideline for the best beef barley soup. They use a little bit of fish sauce for seasoning to add like a nice umami flavor to it. This, I think I want to do. Yeah, a couple little things of fish sauce. I'm in. Another drink? Anchovies would work too. I mean, if you're the only one eating it, then I'm sure that's fine. But if you're gonna serve it to someone, maybe let them know that there would be anchovies in it, because they might find that a bit weird. And I would say the anchovies should be like really, really salty as well, because that's all we're getting from the fish sauce is the salt aspect. Kind of same thing that they do in Thailand when they don't use salt to season their food. They just use fish sauce. So if we look at this, for a table of fish sauce, we get 1,400 milligrams of sodium. So 58% of your daily value of sodium is in 1 tablespoon of this stuff. And it's not gonna make it tastes fishy. Beef is a strong enough flavor that it will overpower this for sure. Just gonna add a touch for now because I know the beef that we're gonna add to the soup is already seasoned. So we might get a little bit more salt flavor once we add the beef. And I think that time is now. So careful not to splash. Give that a stir. I'm not gonna add any more broth to this because I like really hearty soups. But if you didn't want like such a hearty soup, definitely add the rest of the broth. Thoughts on using Worcestershire instead of fish sauce? I would say actually use both. The Worcestershire has definitely a different flavor than fish sauce. I mean, main component in fish sauce is salt. So that's what you're gonna get first, and then you get the little bit of fishy flavor afterwards. But like Worcestershire, to be honest, I don't even know what the stuff is made of. I don't even know if I have any in the house to even tell you. Get this tamarind out of here. Yeah, Worcestershire would be nice. I have heard, Mint, that the squid brand fish sauce is really good. And I think that one comes straight from Thailand. Ah, okay, Spartan. I'll just show you like a ladle full before you go. Because really, that's all you need to see. It's gonna be the same as how it looks in the bowl. Delicious and beefy. Thanks for hanging out, Spartan. And have a wonderful sleep. Worcestershire has soy sauce and anchovies? This I did not know. Yeah, that's true, Torino. If you're freezing soup, put a little bit more broth in, depending on what's in it. But usually stuff like barley, pasta, rice, legumes, that's all gonna soak up a lot of the broth as it's freezing. So you'll have a very thick kind of soup is what I would call it. It's like halfway between a soup and a stew. So yeah, if you don't want it to get all soaked up, put a little bit more broth when you go to freeze it. The pasta. Nike. Pasta. Okay, it looks like we're just coming back up to a simmer. I'm just gonna maybe take a little spoonful of everything. We're getting real close. A little more pinch of salt. Sammy's cleaning off the bones. Like this? I always do this. He's a big teddy bear. The bear is here. Don't worry, guys. He didn't leave us today. He's still with us. The rotisserie didn't put him to sleep this time. Okay, I'm getting a bowl out. A bowl or two. Sammy, you want wok bowl or white bowl?
Wok.
You like eating at a wok bowl? Yeah, hey Samta. How did it become a D instead of a T? Samda. It's Samta. Secret Samta at your service. You want to hug Sammy now? You would. Secret Samta. Who are we gonna snipe next? What's Samta up to now? Yeah, he's eating that bone. Wow, just pushes my bowl out of the way. It's okay. It's like, oh, I'm getting my bowl in here, getting ready for plating. Sam's like, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. They need to see. There wasn't a very good view on the stovetop. The barleys are cooked. Would I feed you something like that? Should we trick him one time and not cook the barley? Be like, hey, it's dinner time. Just serve him like crunchy potatoes. We have a busy week. Yeah. We finally finished up at the mayor's office today. They're all very happy.
Really good.
Today we also sanded and primed a place where the dishwasher flooded the unit down below. Tomorrow, what are we doing, Sam?
Double mudding, I'm pretty sure.
Tomorrow we're double mudding. Couple of apartments that also had a flood with a dishwasher, 2 units. Oh, we found the bay leaf.
No, I can go get the mud from over there. It's fine. Put it back.
His face. Do y'all got bread? It's from Friday, but still delicious, I think. Get in there. It's all about having a clean rim around your soup. Very dark broth. I don't think I've ever had a beef barley soup with such a dark broth. Yeah, Duncan, this is the loaf. May or may not have had a slice just to try it. So good. What's up? You want a slice? No. Oh, no? I think I'm gonna have a slice. Yeah, margarine. The word no one even knows how to spell. And somehow people eat that.
You gonna have margarine?
No, he said real butter, not margarine. Don't worry. There's never been margarine in this household. Don't you even fret about it. Nice and crusty.
You got fire?
Dust has spotted the wild salmon. Thanks, Mama. We need some butter. Mmm, French onion soup vibes. Yeah. Would you eat that if I made it? I had the hiccups.
Nope.
He wouldn't eat it. That's why I don't really make it on stream. But that is one of my favorites.
Soup in the fridge for me.
That is one of my favorite
Or I can
soups.
heat up a campus. You make it on stream. Oh shit!
Oh no! Knew this was gonna bite me in the ass. No, I'm just kidding. I love making pierogies, and was that the first ever stream with Mia? Or like maybe the second ever stream. We made pierogies, and I had like one viewer, and it was so awkward. Obviously, that's why I still remember it. But for you, Cookie, I can do that. I am so happy that you wanted that. It's been too long. And I'm sure Torino's not upset about it either. What kind of pierogies? Just like potato cheddar? We got options here. I love how 2 of you got your meal requests in on this stream. This was the hardest piece of bread to put butter on. Potato, but have some fun. Kate. Dill and onion, cheddar, sauerkraut. Oh my gosh, the fact that you said blueberry, Torino, we're friends forever. Whenever I say that to people, they're like, what? What? You can fill them with all kinds of stuff.
It was your 16th episode.
My 16th one?
Yep.
Sam looked back at it. He looked back at it.
Soup has some really good flavor. Really good flavor.
Sammy's loving it, guys. That's the word. Says really good flavor.
Yum. Cookie asked Caitlin to make pierogies. Busted a box of Chivos.
Hell yeah, I'll make pierogies. Should be really quick, right, Cookie? Boil them until they float, and then you fry them up. Yeah, if you're not having butter and onions, what are you really doing here?
Having butter and bacon.
Pork rinds and hot sauce? Nike, how is that allowed?
It's keto.
It's keto. Gator. I mean, I could try and send it to you. Whether it arrived still good, I can't promise that. Is the barley cooked?
Yep. How much of it did you put in? Quite a bit, all of it?
For what?
The barley.
3/4 cup. I didn't want it to soak up all the broth. I was scared. Scared of the barley, guys. Aw, thank you. You know what? This is the best that I've also seen in a while. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and it didn't take us very long.
How much of the beef do you got left?
Lots. Yeah, guys, there's still like 3 portions worth of beef left. Going in for the dip with the crust. Lots of flavor there in the crust. The broth with the butter and the bread. You need to try it, Sammy. He's not trying it. Everything that I wanted.
I'm hungry, bro.
He can't slow down. He can't. Nike. The crust is firm, but not hard. Chewy, but it won't cut your mouth when you eat it. The crumb of the bread is light and airy. Complements well with butter. And the wheat, the whole wheat, has a nice nuttiness. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, take your teeth out and eat it. Fastest eater I've ever known. Clean plate club.
We're totally gonna do a race for a pound of wings on Sunday. I'm just gonna eat them as fast as I possibly can.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm racing you. I don't want to be a part of this.
There's no point of you racing me.
Okay, guys, how fast can Sammy eat 1 pound of wings? Happening on Sunday.
Yep.
1.2 minutes.
The photo?
Yeah, 1 pound.
12 minutes? Man, that's slow.
How many wings in a pound usually?
12.
12.
12.
Usually 12 wings in a pound. 4.5 minutes? No, dude.
I'm gonna say like 40
Too much.
seconds. 40 to 60 seconds.
It counts the bone weight.
Yep. We'll try.
40 seconds?
40 to 60.
It's gonna take you that long to get the bones out.
I don't need to take the bones out when I'm eating them fast.
I've never seen this before. And this could change. This could change the world, really. That's how I'm seeing it. I don't know if I can be in the room at this moment. Willimini, you made it though. Better late than never. It's gonna be gross, yeah. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be one of those things where I'm not mad but impressed. It's like, well, I am disgusted, but also impressed. I'm marrying that man. Yeah, line the house with plastic. We'll do it outside. We'll do it outside.
I'll leave this ring on the table here.
Yeah. Nike, you can't just insert that there. Okay, who's still on? We're getting too silly. We need to pass you on to someone else.
Miss Ruby might be still on.
What about me? Too long. It wouldn't be enjoyable for me to do a wing eating challenge. I mean, oh, maybe. 15 to 20 minutes for me. Okay, you're underestimating me, first off. If I really had to eat quickly, I could. I just eat really slow on stream with you guys. I don't know. I don't like eating in front of other people. Also, I talk way too much. Is Graham still on?
No, just raided somebody.
Who are we going to visit, guys? Help.
Still on.
Send help.
She's still on.
A hitch raid? I mean, since he auto-hosted us yesterday, I guess that's the least we could do. He's still in New Zealand?
Yeah.
Location, Wakatane. Wakatane. All right, guys. Thank you for the shenanigans today. This was a great way to start the week. Also, yesterday's stream was a wonderful way to end the week. It was a crazy stream, and there were a ton of gifted subs, biddies going around. You guys spoiled me, straight up. You know I don't know how to react when that happens, so just thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And yes. Oh, DM Torino your address if we want a Christmas card. Done. Christmas card from Manitoba incoming. And you missed it, Nike. It was nuts. It was nuts yesterday. Average viewers for yesterday's stream, by the way, everyone, 82. So we keep that up for a month and we're gonna get to partner. Just saying. Also, what was that?
Okay.
Where'd my bread go? Okay, guys. Thank you for the biddies today and the resubs and all the new followers. Welcome in, guys. I will be back on Friday this week. So I will be working this week, but feel free to message me on Discord or Twitch if you need anything. We're always around. And I will post the upcoming menu either tomorrow or Wednesday during the week so you know what we're rolling into. Okay, let's go do a hitch raid. Let's go see what's happening in New Zealand. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a wonderful week as well. Take care of yourselves. Stay rested because the holidays are coming up. Okay. Night, guys. Bye.